आज शनिवार दिन है 13/6/20 को फाइनल ईयर BAMS ओल्ड एंड न्यू बैच में टाइफाइड और पारा टाइफाइड पढ़ाने जा रहे हैं। टाइफाइड या पारा टाइफाइड इंटेरिक फीवर आज का टॉपिक होगा, आप लोग नोट कीजिए। Typhoid and paratyphoid fevers, which are transmitted by the fecal-oral route, are important cause of fever in India, Africa, and Latin America. Elsewhere, they are relatively rare. Enteric fevers are caused by infection with Salmonella typhi and S. paratyphi A and B. After a few days of bacteremia, the bacilli localize mainly in the lymphoid tissue of the small intestine, resulting in typical lesions in the Peyer's patches and follicles. These swell at first, then ulcerate and usually heal. Clinical feature of enteric fever. The incubation period is typically about 10 to 14 days, but can be longer, and the onset may be insidious. The temperature rises in the stepladder for 4 to 5 days with nemesis, increasing headache, drowsiness and itching in the limbs. Constipation may be caused by swelling of lymphoid tissue around the ileocecal junction. Although in children, diarrhea and vomiting may be prominent early in the illness. The pulse is slower than would be expected from the height of the temperature, relatively bradycardia. At the end of the first week, a rash may appear on the upper abdomen and on the back appears slightly raised rose red spots which fade on pressure. It is usually visible only on white skin. Cough and epistaxis occur. Around the 7 to 10 day, the spleen becomes palpable. Constipation is succeeded by diarrhea and abdominal distension with tenderness. Bronchitis and delirium may develop. Paratyphoid fever, the course tends to be shorter and milder than that of typhoid fever, and the onset is more acute with acute enteritis. The rashes may be more evident and the intestinal complication less frequent. कॉम्प्लिकेशन क्या होता है इंटेरिक फीवर का? हेमोरेजिक फ्रॉम आवर परफोरेशन ऑफ द अल्सरेटेड Peyer's patches may occur at the end of the second week or during the third week of the illness. A drop in temperature to normal or subnormal levels may be resuming in patient with intestinal hemorrhage. Additional complication may involve almost viscous our system because of the septicemia present during the first week. Bone and joint infection is common. Investigation क्या पेशेंट को हम लोग कराते हैं? TC, DC of WBC, ESR, Vidal, hemoglobin, In the first week, diagnosis may be difficult. A white blood count may be helpful as there is typically a leukopenia. Blood culture is the most important diagnostic method. The feces contain the organism more frequently in the second and third weeks. If the patient has Vidal positive and leukopenia should be found it, you have to start some management. Antibiotic therapy must be guided by testing. Chlorphenicol 500 mg 6 hourly daily. Ampicillin 750 mg 4 times daily and cotrimazole 2 tablets BD are losing their effect due to resistance in many cases of the world, especially India and Southeast Asia. The fluoroquinolones are the drug of choice. Ciprofloxacin 500 mg twice daily. If the organism is susceptible but resistant is common, especially in the Indian subcontinent and also in the UK. Cephalosporin, ceftriaxone and cefotaxime are useful alternatives but have a slightly increased treatment failure rate. Azithromycin 500 mg once daily as an